Hi, welcome to Cheryl King Yoga. I'm Cheryl King, and today is a class especially for the hands. And this goes out to my brother who has broken his hand and is in recovery, and to all musicians, to all gamers, to all gardeners, to all bakers, to all of you who use computers, who text, and then we get into this is for everyone, right? This is yoga for hands. So today's practice, we're going to be sitting up. You can do this sitting on the floor, but for many of us, sitting on the floor for this kind of time, it's going to be about a 20-minute class, 15-minute, 20-minute. Might be too much. And depending on where you are, maybe you're in your desk chair and you want to have a little relief, take a break, to give your hands some loving kindness. So wherever you are, find a nice place. Again, you can do this on the floor, seated on the floor. You could even do most of it standing or seated. And I'm just sitting on a bench. Doesn't matter. Find a place to sit down. There is one piece though. In terms of if you're sitting in some kind of sofa, chair, desk chair, whatever, you want to hold yourself up rather than leaning back onto the back of the chair, right? So I'm going to come all the way forward and just resting hips on the earth and using the spine to hold yourself up. So get yourself in that kind of position. Bring the hands to the lap, palms down. And then go ahead and close down the eyes. Begin to settle in, really calming, quieting, inviting heart and mind together. And settling in this way, maybe just thinking about the hips dropping down away from the shoulders. And keeping awareness at the shoulders. Let's lift the shoulders up toward the ears as we inhale in through the nostrils. Part the lips to exhale and let the shoulders drop. And again, inhale, shoulders rise up toward ears. Exhale, part the lips, audible exhale, drop the shoulders. Last one, inhaling up. Part the lips, surprise yourself with the exhale. And now really settling into this space. So however you've landed, feel into your foundation. Hips, feet. Just begin to notice if they're constricted, if you could bring a little ease. Maybe shifting the feet around a little bit, the hips, to come to a nice comfortable place where we can begin to focus on the hands. Just grounding yourself down, finding your way. And looking down, looking down at your hands and noticing whose hands you have, right? Are these grandmas, dads, other ancestors? And go ahead and bring some compassion to your hands for all you ask of them, all they do. And then we'll lift these hands up. And let's bring them to the neck. We're just going to wrap them around the neck. Let the thumbs come down the sides of the throat. And use the fingers to actually lift the back of the skull up. Elongating cervical spine, that spine at the neck lifting up. Coming back to the hips, allowing the hips to drop down toward earth, even as the back of the skull is lifted away from the neck. And just taking a few breaths here to feel that elongation in the spine. Last breath here. And we'll return the hands, but this time let's bring the palms up so the backs of the hands will rest on the lap. And just noticing now, feeling into your own spine elongated. All right, let's inhale the arms up. Take the full inhalation to bring the arms up, hands meet at the top. And then we'll exhale, palms together. Exhale them down the center line of the body. Taking the full exhale to come down. Inhale, this time let your gaze follow the hands. So hands are down, gaze is down. Hands are at middle, gaze is at middle. Hands at top, gaze at top. And then following with your gaze, the hands all the way down. And again, inhaling, take the full inhale to bring the gaze up. Full exhale to release the hands down. And last one in silence. We'll all meet with the backs of hands on the lap. We're going to go the other direction. Palms meet near the pubic bones, and we'll inhale them up the center line of the body. And then to exhale, let's let the elbows be heavy and really rain the fingers down, little twinkle fingers. Shoulder blades reach toward one another and down the back. Palms meet here at the center. Inhale them up. Take the full inhalation to come up. And then elbows heavy, twinkly fingers, opening the shoulders, raining the hands down. Last two on your own. And again, resting backs of hands on the lap once you arrive. We're just going to check in once again with the feet, with the hips, with whatever is making contact with the earth. Making sure that you have some nice groundedness, but also some softness in the face, in the throat, in the chest. Nice opening. Shoulder blades are resting lightly on the upper back ribs. Okay, so this next piece is a bit of acupressure. It is for yoga for hands. It's for arthritis. It's for anyone that needs a lot of dexterity, a lot of help with nerve endings in the hands. It's going to activate the nerves in your hands. So making fists with thumbs on the outside, not thumbs over here on the side, but in the center of the fingers, so that you have a flat bit here on the thumb side and on the pinky side. You're going to pop with a lot of effort, a lot of power, pop that thumb side of the palms together, and then the pinky side pop, and then the wrist pop together. We're going to do this 36 times. So thumb side, pinky side, wrist. And it'll take a little bit. There's 12. If you're finding this difficult, you're like, oh my God, I'm so uncoordinated. It just takes time. I've been doing this a long time, so many times. it's just an easy, just practice it when you wake up in the morning, before bed, just pop, 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 and use some power because you're trying to activate those nerves. All right, there's more to it. Open one palm, really stretch it open. We're trying to get to the flesh between the fingers, all of the fingers stretching out, the palm, skin of the palm really opening. The other hand stays in that fist with the thumb over the fingers. And you're gonna bring the pinky side of that fist to the very center of the palm and give it a really nice pop. Boom. And then the thumb side. All right, then we're gonna switch. Here comes the other side, really stretching all of this area, all of the skin. Fist over here, thumb over fingers, pinky side first, right in the center of the palm. Nice pop. And then the thumb side, pop. All right. Bringing the hands, the palms to face one another. We're coming into this fleshy part between the fingers. So bring the fingers together. Trying to see where you can see this really good. Maybe at that middle knuckle. And then we're going to press down into that flesh between the fingers, 2 pops. All right. And then switching the fingers, pick one hand up, move it over one so that we get all of the fingers. Do it again. All right. And then making check marks with thumb and index fingers. We're going after this flesh now. So one hand pops the flesh into the other, and then the other direction. All right, we've addressed all of the flesh between the fingers. Shake the hands, give them a really vigorous shake here. And set the backs of the hands on the lap and just feel in. Feeling into the chi, the energy in your hands. You've activated and awakened. Super nice. All right. Maybe you can feel your heartbeat here in your hands. Just noticing. So next we're going to roll the fists. The hands are going to come into fists. We're going to roll them up toward the forearms and then open them into that big starfish. Kind of really stretching all of the flesh between the fingers. And we'll add the breath. So we'll exhale as we make the fists and roll them into forearms, toward forearms. And inhale as you stretch the palms out. See how you can feel the skin really stretch and open. Exhale, rolling in, rolling the fist toward the forearms. Inhale, starfish hands. Exhale, fists rolling to forearms. Inhale. Exhale, fists to forearms. Inhale, stretching fingers open. And this is another great one to do if you're sitting at your computer. You just need a little break. Little loving kindness for the hands. And we'll do 2 more sets. Inhaling, starfish hands. Exhale, fists. Inhaling. Exhaling, fists. And then we'll release and really shake them out. Really give them a nice good shake. All right. Backs of hands to the lap. Once again, just feeling into what you've done here in your hands. Let's bring the left fingertips to the left shoulder. Do a little opening of the shoulder because it's all connected. We're going to do chicken wing circle. So the elbow comes forward, up, back and down. Nice chicken wing. And see what you can do to really let the neck and the head just sort of go along for the ride. This is great opening into neck and head. You can feel this in the ribs, in the back side, underside, underarm side, front side. Just a nice opening. And finding a place to pause, we'll begin to circle the other direction. And coming to stillness. Again, Backs of hands on lap, feeling in left shoulder versus right shoulder. Noticing the awakening that's been created in this one side. Such a simple little movement. Right fingertips to right shoulder, and we'll begin. Circling. So I did some therapeutic yoga teacher training at the Integral Yoga Institute in San Francisco. And in the mornings, the monks come down in their orange robes and they do a little yoga stretching before their meditation, and this is one of the things they do. And doing the chicken wings with the monks in the morning is one of my favorite memories in life. Just so beautiful and so simple and so funny. They're so funny. They're all so ready to laugh all the time, delighting in what is. And circling, and we're finished. Bring that back of the palm back to the lap, and just feeling in now, dropping tail toward earth, lifting back of skull, maybe checking in with the feet. We've been sitting here for a while. All right. We're going to bring the arms straight out front. Right, palms are down. What's likely to happen is that, let me turn a little to the side. What's likely to happen is that the arms come way out from the shoulders. So if that has happened, just draw them back in. And as we move through this, it might happen several times. I'll try to remind you to just draw those arms back in. We're gonna flip the palms up, maybe pretending there's like a invisible wall right here. You're really pressing the palms into this wall. Shoulder blades roll down the back, keeping those nice curves in the spine. Spreading the fingers and thumbs. Pressing heels of hands, all of the fingers into the invisible wall. Drawing the arms back into the shoulder girdle. If they've slipped out, forward. And then let's dial the right fingers down. And keep pressing as if that invisible wall is giving you something to press into. Keep spreading the fingers, starfish fingers, really, really pressing. And then we'll dial the right fingers back up and left fingers go down, really pressing in, press, press, press. Spread the fingers apart, press heels of hands into the wall. One more breath here. Dial the left fingers back up. Oh, let's give them a little circling here. And then we'll send them back to the lap, palms up. Just a little moment. Phew, taking a little rest here. And so we're gonna go again, bringing the arms back out, palms are down, drawing the arms into the shoulder girdle. And this time let's dial up the left hand first, really spreading the fingers, thumbs, really giving it a nice big, big, big spread. And then we'll dial the right fingers up, really stretching starfish fingers, pressing into that wall. And then left fingers dial down, and we're going to use the right hand to give a little massage to the left. So I'm going to come over to this left pinky finger and just begin a little palpation with thumb and index finger down to the fingernail. Get the whole finger and then go to the ring finger, same thing, just a nice little massage, maybe a little pull downward. Middle finger, same thing. Index finger. And then reaching this right hand under, come around to the thumb, give it a little massage and even pull it out to the left side. And then we'll shake the hands out really nicely. Give them a good shake. Rest the backs of the hands on the lap. Feel into the energy in your hands. All right, last set. Let's bring the hands up, palms are down. Draw the arms into the shoulder, and this time dialing the right fingers up. Really spreading the fingers open. And then dialing the fingers down. We're going to release this left hand to come around and massage. So massaging that fifth finger. Middle finger. Index finger. And then reaching around for the last finger, for the thumb, and giving it a little massage, and then maybe just a little tug out to the right, and release. Really shake out the hands. And this time, rather than bringing hands to lap, let's bring the palms together at heart center. Let the elbows rise up, shoulder blades roll down the back, and press, press, press. All of the pads of the fingers and hand and thumbs together. Splay the fingers open, starfish fingers. You can build some heat here. You can feel your chest open up, collarbones widening. Maybe really feeling this in the underarms, down the sides of the torso. Pressing and opening. Lifting the elbows. And then dialing the fingers forward. Really stretching the fingers apart from one another to stretch that flesh between the fingers. Press heels of hands together, finger pads. And now dialing the fingers down-ish, right? Down toward the earth. Lifting elbows, upper arms are super active here. Shoulder blades roll down the back. See if you can keep the skin of the face soft. To release, we're going to begin rolling the palms to get around, rolling at the heel of the hands. Palm side, back of hand side. Just a few rolls like this. Imagine you're showering your hands with loving kindness. These hands that do so much work for us. All right, and then begin circling the other direction. And we're finished with the hands. Here you can bring them to the lap, palms up or palms down, whatever you like. Just feeling in a little bit here. Maybe giving a stretch. One ear reaches toward one shoulder, left ear, left shoulder, right ear, right shoulder. Super nice and easy. And then finding that place where the skull can lift up toward the sky and away from the neck, really extending cervical spine, letting the shoulder blades rest lightly on the upper back ribs. Let the tailbone drop, the back of the skull lifts, and closing the eyes. Eyelids rest on low lids. Bringing all of your concentration into your hands, seeing if you can feel the heartbeat in your hands, sensation, vibration, awareness of your own chi, your energy, your abundant health and aliveness. Feeling into your hands as gifts. Gifts from mom and dad, from ancestors, grands, and way beyond. these tools we have. Just feeling grateful for all they do. These beautiful, artistic, giving, receiving, caressing, powerful, music-making, bread-baking sort of hands. Fingers, thumbs, palms, backs of hands, and the soft flesh between all of the fingers. Little love song here to the hands, thanking our beautiful hands. Maybe ever so gently, just bringing fingertips and heels of hands together, bringing them into heart center and bowing forehead to fingers as we yoke heart and mind together in the practice of yoga. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for Yoga for Hands. Send this to anyone who has arthritis in their hands, who is struggling with wrist issues. It can be so good for you. All right, everyone, have a great day. Bye.